Hi everyone, Joe for JaspysCaseBreaks.com coming at you with 2024 Panini Select Baseball. Hobby boxes, full 12-box case. Pick your team number 5, all card ship. Let's do it. Big thanks to this group right here for making it happen on a Chew Tuesday. Pick your team 5 coming at you. George with triple last spot mojo. Got the Angels, got the Marlins, got the A's to close things out. So thanks to him. Thanks everybody for getting in. Appreciate you, and best of luck in the break. Select baseball fans, we got another full case loaded up. So get your teams before someone else does. We got some basketball on the background. We're finally in postseason season. So you can see, let's try to get all these boxes on camera here. There we go. Two autographs, one memorabilia card per box on average. We got about 4:20 left in the first quarter of the Atlanta-Orlando game. Definitely, you can still vote in our YouTube chat poll. Who wins tonight? Who wins this first game? Atlanta's down 5. And the voters are split 50-50. Someone break the tie. All right, and away we go. And our first auto is Kendall George. Nice one for the Dodgers. Dante with my Dodgers. And I'll do a recap at the end of this break. Also for these numbered cards, like Takao Roby to 49 for the Cardinals. That's going to be for Scott. And the base Jackson Churio rookie card for the Brewers, that's for Jorge. We're going to set them aside over here. I'm going to sleeve those up at the end of the break. After we do this break, after the video. Just in the interest of time. Here's a turbocharged Leo DeVries, 24 out of 25. Tie-dye. Love these tie-dyes. That's for Jorge as well. Jack Leiter to 199 for the Rangers. That'll be for James. These tricolor ones are not numbered. But remember, all card ship. And the next auto is Andrew Painter. That's for Joseph G. and the Phillies. Here's Ethan Salas to 199 for Jorge and the Padres. Caminero rookie card for Coppola and the Rays. And behind Brock Wilken will be the relic. That's going to be Owen Cassie. 73 out of 99 Select Sparks. It's going to be Jeremy H. and the Cubs. And the red Wilken is to 149 And that is for Jorge and the Brewers. And the green, Homer Bush Jr. 1/5 Premier Edition Tampa Bay Rays. That's going to be for Coppola. On a Chew Tuesday. All aboard the Big Hit Express. Woo woo! Nice. Another Churio, James Wood for Bennett. All right, nice start. And Orlando's pulled ahead to a 10-point lead. Feel free to vote in our YouTube chat poll. Let me know who you think is going to win this early play-in game. Atlanta or Orlando. The voters are tied 50-50. Who wants to break the tie? Two minutes left in the first quarter. Still a lot of game left. Anyone here watching the Select Break live? Am I just doing this alone? I guess I am. There's Pee Wee Reese to 199. There's a Phenomenon Paul Skeens. And we got an 8/15 dual auto. Wow. Adam Wainwright, Yadier Molina. Scott Anderson with the Cardinals. All right, Alt X is here. All right, good. Yeah, I'll take spectators too. As long as someone's bearing witness to these nice hits here. That dual auto is strong. Here's a red Audric Arias to 149. That'll be for Scott and the Yankees. Orelvis Martinez to 199. Yeah, not a bad start to the case. A train whistle and a dual auto. And here is Chase Dollander. Piece of the jersey. That's going to be for Oliver and the Rockies. I think he just got called up. And there's a Dalton Rushing. So the landscape mode cards are the diamond level. They're the shorter prints of the 3 tiers. Concourse, Premier, and then diamond level. There's Colson Montgomery to 199. White Sox, that'll be for Nick. And here's Bud Selig. Obviously, he's not affiliated with a team, so this will be this and all the other non-MLB affiliated team cards will go to one person in this break. We'll do that randomizer at the end. There's Austin Wells to 99 for James and the... No, check that. Scott Anderson and the Yankees. James has the Mets. Marcelo Meyer to 199 for David and the Red Sox. And we've got Maui Ahuna. That's James Manza with the Giants. There you go, James. There's an Evan Carter to 99. And a nice tricolor Jackson Merrill going to Jorge and the Padres. Looks like that's the end of the first quarter. Here's Roberto Clemente to 99. That's for David M. and the Pirates. All right, so with the first quarter done, let's end the poll. Looks like we got a couple extra votes here. So the people are saying Orlando, 52%. They've got Orlando. Let's start another poll for the late game tonight. So tonight, I feel like there's a really good matchup, even for neutral fans. I want to say Memphis is in Golden State. So feel free to vote in our YouTube chat poll. Who wins this play-in game, Memphis or Golden State? Memphis is the 6.5-point underdog. Warriors are the favorites. They've been playing some great basketball since Jimmy Butler joined the team. But this could be a statement game for Ja Morant, maybe. If he beats the Warriors in a play-in game, knocks them out. Actually, Warriors will still have one more game to play, but hey, let me know what you think. You don't have to vote based off of the spread. You can just vote just who you think's going to win. Well, we're keeping an eye on the basketball. I'll give you a baseball score update in a little bit after I'm done with this box. You got Noah Shanuel, 52 out of 99. That's for the Angels. That'll be for George. Here's a 2 out of 10 Jackson Churio 3-color patch and autograph. Jorge with the Milwaukee Brewers. There we go. That's a really nice looking card. Out of 10. Great low number too. That is sharp. Congrats. There's Blake Dunn to 199. That's for the Reds. That's for Scott in Cincinnati. Here is Chase Davis to 149 for St. Louis. That'll be for Scott as well. Same Scott? Yeah, same Scott. Skeens insert for David and the Pirates. Jackson Merrill numbers for the Padres. And here's a Matt Shaw relic, selective swatches going to the Cubs. It'll be for Jeremy H. Red Felnine Celestine to 149, Scott E. Scott Eckert, so two different Scotts in this break with the Mariners. Deion Sanders going to Scott Eckert as well. Reds edition to 199. Chase Petty to 99 reveals a Luis Baez autograph for Houston. It's going to go to Matthew Lane and the Astros. James Wood base and another gold. Sean Sullivan, 7 out of 10. It's going to go to Oliver and the Rockies. Love the golds. Love the out of 10s. They really pop. Caminero Sensations. Jackson Churio base rookie card. Matt Clement. No, sorry, check that. Alex Clementi to 199. Jackson Churio. Halfway through the first half of the case. Baseball scores on a Tuesday, the 15th. Bottom of the 5th. Diamondbacks leading the Marlins 5-1. In Miami. In Cincinnati, Mariners are leading the Reds 4-2. Nationals are shutting out the Pirates in Pittsburgh. They're up 3-0 in the bottom of the 6th. They're 2 hitting the Pirates right now. All tied in Philadelphia. Giants 2, Phillies 2. End of the 5th. Bottom of the 4th. In Tampa Bay, the Red Sox are 1 hitting the Rays. They lead 6-1. Bottom of the 4th, Guardians with an early lead on the O's, 1-0. Top of the 5th, Royals leading the Yankees in New York, 2-0. Bottom of the 4th, Braves and Blue Jays are tied, 1 apiece. Brewers with an early 2-0 lead on the Tigers, bottom of the 2nd. Mets with an early 1-0 lead in Minnesota. Everyone had the over on the A's White Sox game, right? Only the top of the 2nd. A's 4, White Sox 3. Already seven runs in that game. Blowing up ERAs. Astros, Cardinals just got started, top of the 2nd, scoreless. Angels, Rangers just started, scoreless. Cubs at Padres later on, and then Rockies at Dodgers is the late game. King Griffey Jr., photographer, was behind the ropes at the Masters and got a great shot of Rory McIlroy. Chi-Ming Wang, 43 out of 99. That is for Scott Anderson and the Yankees. Here's a blue Caminero, 008 out of 199. Rays, Capola. Nice color match. Here's Tamar Johnson to 149. That'll be for David and the Pirates. And we have another Luis Baez autograph going to Matthew and the Astros. Here's Starlin Cava to 99 for the Phillies, Joseph. And a Brock Porter tie-dye, 2 out of 25, James M. and the Rangers. Here's a blue Paul Skeens. I think that's our first Skeens parallel. It's going to go to David and the Pirates. Premier Edition, 41 out of 199. And behind Spencer Arrighetti is a Bobby Witt Jr. autograph. Blue, nice color match, 2-color patch. It's got some good penmanship there. And that's going to go to James M. and the Royals. Got the Royals straight up. Everyone got their team straight up, thank you. No filler. Been a real nice case so far. And there's Arrighetti to 199 for the Stros. And a zebra. It's a zebra Jackson Merrill. Wow. That's going to go to Jorge and the Padres. The rare zebra print. That's nice. Base James Wood. Phil Rizzuto to 149. For the Yankees, Scott Anderson. Base Skeens for David. And Dustin Pedroia, Laser Show. for David M. and the Red Sox. Magic are cruising now. They're up 45-28. Laser show. All right, next box. See if we've got any baseball headlines here. Oh no, Dodger legend alert after suffering a stroke. Old Manny Mota, 87 years old. Yeah, he's been with the Dodgers for a long time. Looks like Cubs are optioning Matt Shaw to AAA. Pirates' Rodriguez put on IL with lacerated finger. How did he do that? Pirates plays for catcher first baseman Endy Rodriguez on the 10-day IL with a lacerated right finger. He was catching when he got hurt during Monday night's victory. He was hit on the hand by a pitch in the dirt by Paul Skeens, and the injury required 5 stitches. Wow. It's going to leave them a little thin at the catcher position. Mets outfielder Siri heading to the IL with a broken leg. Dang. All right. Another box. Let's go. Here's a blue Hurston Waldrop to 49. It's for Nick Anderson and the Braves. There's a James Wood rookie card for Bennett. We have some more gold coming up. Here's a Celestin, 26 out of 49, orange for Seattle, Scott Eckert. And some gold Joe DiMaggio, 10 out of 10. Nice, there he is. Scott Anderson, Yankees. And we've got a Xavier Isaac. Red auto for Coppola and the Rays. 65 out of 99. And behind red Bruce Bochy is another autograph. Emmett Sheehan. That's going to go to Dante and my Dodgers. Nice. And here's a base Skeens. The Boch is out of 149. That'll be for James and the Rangers. Jackson Churio for Jorge and the Brew Crew. And a Jacob Gonzalez, 7 out of 99 for the White Sox. That's going to go to Nick. George Brett. And a blue George Brett to 199. Royals, that's going to go to James. And 38 out of 49, we got a Joey Loperfido. Blue, little color match there. Blue Jays. Toronto Coppola has the Bluebirds. .38 out of 49. Box 6. Got another case of Select loaded up in the store. Pre-order now, or order now. You don't have to pre-order. Down to 26 already. Other stuff we can do, a lot of other stuff we can do on the website, jaspyscasebreaks.com. Get some more teams in Select 6. Impeccable is in a random number block. And there's a way to win your way into the random number block for Impeccable. So yeah, there's a filler for a filler, but $18 could help you win a $173 random number block spot. You can pre-order Tribute Baseball. Pick Your Team 1's almost halfway there. That drops tomorrow. Looks like we got full spots sold out on Hit Parade, so that means I could cancel a filler. We've got Topps Royalty UFC 1-box breaks, random number block loaded up on the site. Looks like we got another Topps 3 basketball sold out. Another one already loaded up, nice. And the filler for the Hit Parade mixer is in single digits, down to 9. So here's what I'm going to do. Sorry, I'm going to interrupt this break for a second. I'm going to add 5 full spots back in. And if you look at the break schedule, you're going to see I'm going to cancel break number 9. So we're in pretty good shape here. We have to do Encore Box 7, which is pretty much done. Break 8, 5 full spots, we're done. Break schedule pinned in the chat. And all that's on jaspyscasebreaks.com. All right, box 6. There's Noma to $199. It's going to go to David and the Red Sox. And here is Connor Norby. Rookie auto for the Fish. That's going to go to George and the Marlins. Last spot mojo. 70% of the time, last spot mojo hits all the time. Is a Premier Jackson Merrill base. And a Leo DeVries tie-dye, 8 out of 25. That'll be for Jorge and the Padres. Spencer Jones, Sensations red to 99 for Scott and the Yankees. Red Ricky Henderson to 149. That'll be for the A's. It's going to go to George. Phenomenon Churio. Base James Wood. And a Brandon Maye gold auto. Nice. Scott Anderson with the Yankees. Eddie Murray. Not Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murray. 11 out of 149. Orioles. Scott Anderson. Sensations insert Skeens. Got a purple Jacob Wilson for the A's. That'll be for George. And a Noble Meyer. Also for George and the Marlins. Very noble Meyer. And the Jacob Wilson, 7 out of 99. All right. Starting the second half. We're about 29 minutes in, so yeah, this break does take about an hour. So we got about another 30 or so minutes to go. Let's take a look at the break schedule. You'll note that I will be taking a break after this break. And when we come back, I'll go through some orders before I take a break, so you'll know what's lined up on the schedule. So be sure to keep that handy, pinned in the chat, the YouTube chat. Orlando still cruising. They're up 52-32, 4:28 left in the first half. You can vote in our poll. Let me know who you think is going to win the late game tonight. The Warriors are hosting the Grizzlies. All right. Base James Wood leads us off. Ching-Ming Wang, 17 out of 99 for the Yankees. And we got a redemption here. There's Sean Sullivan to 149 for the Rocks. Any guesses on the redemption? I'll give everybody one guess only. No repeat guesses. If someone guesses your guess, you got to guess a different guess. And whoever gets it correct, $20 a break credit. There's Elvis Martinez to 99. And Jacob Wilson red. Piece of the jersey. $48 out of 99 going to the A's. Kevin guessing Bryce Eldridge. That's a good guess. Here's Elvis Martinez to 99 for Coppola and the Blue Jays. Caminero Premier. Jackson Churio. And a blue, Paul Skeens Sensations. 13 out of 49. Going to David M. and the Pirates. All right, yeah, the break credit kind of waking up the chat a little bit here. Bryce Eldridge is Kevin's guess. Jackson Merrill is Harvey's guess. Grizzleby saying it's Churio, a different Jackson. Aaron Judge, says Nick. It's Kyle Manzardo to 199. And a Brandon Maea, another autograph. Scott Anderson, Yankees. All right, and Bruce Bochy is the final guess. Let's close the guess window. You can see it show up right in the chat right over here. So there it is, guess window closed. It is Bruce Bochy. Nice, Jonathan. And that's Rangers Boch. We just double check the checklist. I think he's been a Ranger in all of these. You know what? Sorry, I had the 2023 Select Baseball checklist loaded up. Here's the 2024 checklist. Yeah, he's a Ranger. Just wanted to double check and make sure that's for James. James M. in Texas. Make a note for myself, Jonathan, so I don't forget your break credit. Congrats, Mr. Kent. All right, next box. The Diamondbacks have increased their lead to 10-1. Reds put up a 4 spot on the Mariners. Now they're leading 6-4. I think unchanged in the other games from our last update. All right, away we go. Jonathan Clase to 199 and Francisco Velorio for the Yankees. That'll be for Scott Anderson. Clase will go to Coppola in Toronto. Here's a tricolor Jackson Merrill. Jorge with the Padres. And we've got a red Churio Phenomenon insert. 30 out of 99. Phenomenon. Jorge with the Brewers. Phenomenon. Blue Bo Jackson. 141 out of 199. Royals. That'll be for James. And we've got a Colt Keith auto. Kevin with the Tigers. Nice rookie auto there. Rookie Jackson Merrill, and a Luis Gonzalez tie-dye autograph. Jersey and auto going to Matthew and the Snakes. Tie-dye Enrique Bradfield Jr. to 25. That's for Scott Anderson and the O's. And behind Alex Rodriguez is a Colson Montgomery tie-dye. 3-color patch going to Nick Anderson and the White Sox. And the A-Rod is Rangers edition to 99. All right, this has been... We got to take a look at the recap, but I feel like this has been one of our better cases of Select thus far. Don't forget to vote in our YouTube chat poll. Who's going to win the second play-in game tonight? The Grizzlies are in Northern California. They're playing the Warriors. All right, here we go. We got a turbocharged red Dylan Head. That'll be for George. That's 99. Homer Bush Jr. to 99 for Tampa Bay. That's for Coppola. Skeens turbocharged insert. Mickey Mantle to 199. That's for Scott Anderson, and Jorge will get the Jackson Merrill. Jackson Churio, that's also for Jorge and the Brewers. Blue Sean Sullivan to 199. That's for Oliver and the Rockies. And we've got a Adrian Santana Rays autograph for Coppola. Blue Sammy Sosa to 199. That's for Jeremy H. Sensations insert Junior Caminero for Coppola. Jackson Jobe red to 149 for Kevin and the Tigers. And we've got a Professor McGonagall for Kevin and the Tigers. He can turn himself into a tiger. Three boxes to go. Halfway through the second half of this case, the final three boxes. This is Pick Your Team 5. Pick Your Team. The next Pick Your Team is loaded up. So go check that out. Get your teams before someone else does. Let's see how my fantasy team's doing. Caminero's 0 for 2 with a run and a walk. Jacob Wilson 1 for 2 with a run scored. Harrison Bader with a single and a stolen base. Thanks for the stolen base. Jung-Hoo Lee, who's been on fire lately. 1 for 3 with a double today. Run scored. Jacob Young 1 for 2. Jacob, I need you to steal some bases for me, buddy. JJ Bleday 0 for 2. And Pepio is on the mound, and Pepio got peppered. Gave up 6 earned runs in 5 innings. That doesn't help me, Ryan. 7 strikeouts helps, though, but blowing up the ERA and the whip. Had a couple marquee pitchers go down for me. I'm gotta find some. It's hard in a 16-team keeper league. All right, onwards. Alonzo Treadwell to 99 for Houston. That'll be for Matthew. Got a tie-dye diamond level Tony Perez, 1 out of 25, Cincinnati. That's cool. Scott Eckert for that one. Got a Churio. Trey Morgan to 199 for Tampa Bay. That's for Coppola. And we've got a Carson Williams Tampa Bay autograph for Coppola and the Tampa Bay Rays. And behind Chase Dollander is a James Wood, 53 out of 99, piece of the jersey. And that'll be for Bennett and the Nationals. 53 out of 99. And the Chase Dollander is to 199. That'll be for Oliver and the Rockies. There's Bob Gibson to 99 and Kendall George. Nice Kendall George for Dante and the Dodgers. James Wood, blue Jackson Churio to 99, or to 49 that is. That'll be for Jorge and the Brew Crew. The numbers insert. And Bob Gibson once again to 99. That's for Scott Eckert and the Cardinals. Orlando up 61-45 with 37 seconds left in the first half. All right, we got a red Noble Meyer Sensations to 99. That's for George in Miami. We got an Orelvis Martinez to 149. That's for Coppola and the Blue Jays. And a Marcelo Meyer 3-color patch out of 10 gold. Nice sparks here going to David. Gold always pops nicely. And another Maya autograph going to Scott Anderson and the Yankees. Yeah, it really has been, Kevin. We'll do that recap. Take a good look at it again. Stan the Man Musial to 199. Will the Thrill to 149. For the another redemption. Give it a go. I'll give everyone one guess only. If someone else guesses your guess, you have to guess again. It'll be first come, first serve. That chat right there will be the arbitrator of that. $20 of break credit for the correct guesser. Base James Wood. Base Jackson Churio Premier. Jackson Churio Concourse. Xavier Isaac Lime Green for Coppola to 49. Kevin's going to go with Bryce Eldridge again. Jonathan Kent is going to guess Jackson Merrill. Two, three, four, five, six. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, just wanted to make sure. Harvey's going to guess Jackson Churio. Nick says, what was the last one, Nick? I guess I can scroll up in the chat in a second. Nick said Aaron Judge. Or no, Bruce Bochy. He's going to go with the same as last. Okay, I get it. All right, guess window is closed. And it's going to be Bruce Bochy. Wow. Nice one, Nick. There you go, Nick. Nick, you are Nick Anderson, right? Yeah, the repeat redemption is always a possibility. Nice. All right. Thanks, Nick. Congrats. Got it written down so I won't forget you guys. We'll send that break credit after I'm done with this break. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me during the a longer break. You are rewarded. Kemp Alderman. Going to go to Miami. That's for George. Nice tricolor James Wood going to Bennett in the Nationals. George Lombard Jr. to 99 for the Yankees. That'll be for Scott. And we've got a Eddie Murray, Dodgers edition. It's going to go to Dante. Mike Lowell, 15 out of 25. Tie-dye, jersey, and autograph. Old school Marlin. Going out to George and the Fish. Last spot mojo. Got a base Jackson Merrill Premier Edition. Here's a purple Chase Dollander to 99. And another redemption. Same rules. Take a guess. But the guess window is going to be a lot shorter because I'm almost done with this box. Got a blue Carlos Beltran to 199. That'll be for Kansas City. That's going to go to James. Caminero Phenomenon. And a Blake Mitchell. One more guess, Harvey. I'll give you one more guess. I know Jonathan got that Merrill in before you. Churio, okay. All right, it is Jackson Merrill. That's a nice one for the Brewers. That's going to be for Jorge, and that's Jonathan with a $20 break credit win. So that's 40 total. Nice, congrats. Nice way to end things. It was a nice case. All right, we're going to do that randomizer, and then we're going to do a recap. So let me flip back to the list here. So everyone's got a shot at the... whatchamacallit? Bud Selig. Right. Jackson Merrill, not Jackson Churio. Just making sure you were paying attention, that's all. That'll be for Jorge and the Padres. He has both teams anyway. Too many Jacksons in the league. Oh, Grizzleby's lagging behind just a little bit. Yeah, Jonathan already yelled at me for that. Always double check to make sure you're watching live, folks. You don't want to miss any of these contests, the guessing game, the chance to win the Eagle Eye Award for spotting any mistakes. All right, so let's flip back over. This is for the Bud Seligs. And let's roll it, randomize it. 2 and a 2 for the hard way. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Joseph G, you'll get those Bud Selig cards. And any others I may have missed or any other teams without... No, I heard it, Jonathan. I heard it. I was like, God damn it, Joe, you idiot. All right. Padres, Jackson Merrill. This is a nice break. Tie-dye Mike Lowell. We got the James Wood. A couple Boch. Some gold. All right. Kendall George. James Wood relics. All right. More tie-dye. Colson Montgomery. Luis Gonzalez tie-dyes. Colt Keith. Red Churios. Merrills. More Boch. All right. Blue Skeens. More gold. Maea gold. All right, gold DiMaggio, that's to 10. Bobby Witt Jr. patch auto. Blue Skeens, blue Caminero, gold Sullivan. Jackson Merrill tricolor. Out of the green, that's a train whistle number right there. All sorts of great stuff. Painter, Moore, Kendall, George. That dual auto, Adam Wainwright, Yadier Molina. The gold Jackson Churio, 2 out of 10 for the Brewers. And the Jackson Merrill Zebra. What a break. More select in the store, jaspyscasebreaks.com. I'm Joe. I'll see you next time for the next one. Bye-bye.